30 seconds to go. Well, Lisa, you're going to have to ask Adam for an emo remix, by the way. That's just the way it's going to be, because he's the one that makes this music, and, you know, it's completely royalty-free. So, that's what he gave us. I'm sorry, but it is. It says emo remix coming never. It is a weird bit of music that he made, but you know what? It was free. It's royalty-free. And, I'm not going to argue with it. So, good evening. We've had a couple nights off, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
We have. We had our wedding anniversary over on Saturday. And we went out and we went for a meal at the Harvester. And then we went and did a bit of karaoke and played some pool. Then yesterday, well, me and Chrissy ended up staying up till gone 4 a.m. yesterday morning, laughing with Lisa over WhatsApp about
I wasn't laughing.
The WWE Elimination Chamber.
Laughing.
You're going to have to put the dog down because this is not going to go well otherwise.
Ooh, dog and cat, mate.
Yeah, no, this is just stop this before that gets on the floor.
But it's funny.
Yeah, well, it won't be funny when your Notre Dame goes on the floor, will it? So,
squishies.
Oh no, she didn't like it. She didn't like it at all. I mean, that's fair enough. But I thought it was a load of fun. Yeah, we're good. Mania's across 2 nights. Jesse says, "Hey all, I'm here, but probably going to be a silent watcher." Is Jamie enjoying his PlayStation 5 tonight, hey. Jesse? Or is he at work already? I know he's supposed to get it today, or PlayStation 4, sorry. PlayStation 4. But is he enjoying that? You're going to have to stay put over there, Cat. Chamber isn't the best event. It wasn't amazing. I mean, it was still quite funny, and she's moving the camera around like there's no tomorrow.
No, guys.
You know what? Having animals is...
The fakeness was just too much for me.
Having animals is... It's both lovely and very annoying.
I want people to actually really, like, you know, proper go to town.
You want Japanese wrestling then?
Especially Logan Paul. I was like, oh, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
We were hoping Logan Paul would just get, you know, end up out on medical grounds for reals. Like...
Yeah, I was so disappointed.
Because what is that guy doing there?
I was so disappointed.
Doors can be effective. You say that, John. Okay, it would be fine for the cats, not the dog. The dog. If we close this door, the dog will just sit the other side of that door and cry, and bark, and yelp, and just be absolutely. Yeah, it would be insufferable for everybody involved.
Yeah, that's the problem we have. You can't shut the dog out, meaning you can't shut the cats out.
Oh, look, Mr. Coaster Journey's booking our flights and hotels for Japan. Oh, thank you. Thank you, man. I didn't realise you were booking them this week.
Anyway, to be fair, I did get rid of a pig ear, so, you know. And she was quite happy munching on it just before we came on.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I moved over here, she was like, oh, I'll come.
I'll come over because you're sitting in the chair now.
Yeah, I'll come over and annoy you.
You're sitting in the chair. So... We are back building Notre Dame de Paris,
I'm gonna have to move your ass,
as it says here, Notre Dame de Paris or Notre Dame of Paris.
Notre Dame.
When are we doing Japan, Lisa? As soon as humanly possible.
Jesus Christ.
That would be when? As soon as humanly possible would be when we're doing Japan. Not only that, Rome could be, well, Italy in general could be a good idea as well. There's some Merlin parks over there. We could, well, there's at least one Merlin park. It's Gardaland. Over there, we could go and look at, you know, so we could very much.
I is very tired today.
Make an excuse to go to Italy. Judy says, "Lol, Jesse, happy folding. Reminds me I need to empty washing machine and load it up again." No, what you all need to do is stick some likes on the stream. It kind of rhymes with washing machine, doesn't it? Likes on the stream. Stick some likes on the stream. Come and join us. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. We are on a live count 2,023 subscribers this evening. So we would like to get to 2,025. And if we do, then there will be a video by our Lisa, which I'm sure she's going to be so just taxed and laboured to make when we hit 2025, reviewing retro sweets for the channel. British retro sweets.
Yeah, I found knockoff ones earlier.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? You found knockoff toffee crumble.
Yeah, choc nibbles.
We were in B&M. It will be awful. Lisa, as long as you add that wonderful snarky humour that you've been putting into them Disneyland Paris videos. Great. James is coming home soon, and then I'm cooking again the day he comes home. What is up with that? He's had his lovely trip to Deutschland. He is now returning, and I was about to say he's had enough Bratwurst for 1 week, but that could have multiple meanings. That could have multiple meanings. So we won't be saying...
Just say no.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she's making fried rice, so that's probably a nice change from Bratwurst. Put it that way.
Just say no.
He went away twice last week. He only came home for a day.
There you go.
Yeah.
No. You can cook. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, she's already cooked the chicken, so all she's got to do is fry up the rice. I have been being kept up to date on this for the last couple of hours, actually.
Yeah, but if it was me, mate, I'd be like... I think not.
I think so. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a bit of fried rice. And usually we would have fried rice on a Monday. Instead, I actually broke my no gluten rule today and had 2 slices of bread. Because we were...
I don't feel sorry for him.
No, we were supposed to have... Because we've got quite a strict schedule at the moment on what we eat Monday to Friday. And we didn't have some of the bits in today to just do that. So it was, okay, I'll cook up a steak. So I did. I cooked up a steak and stuck it in a sandwich. And that was my dinner.
As you do.
Well, I had a steak in the fridge.
I'm like, as you do.
The snark will be coming to the short soon. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. So yeah, I cooked up, and I cooked rump steak, and it really is not the best cut. It just really, it's, I was about to say it's not the worst, but I genuinely think it is the worst. So, I don't get why so many people, like, when it comes to steak, like sirloin / New York strip, as they call it in America. Don't get why people like that. It's also not a great cut. Yeah, it's so much more expensive than rump here in the UK. And then I think the best cut when it comes to steak is ribeye, but we haven't got that kind of money. And you didn't want to snark on Ashbridge because work reasons. Well, that makes sense. If the work saw you snarking on Ashbridge while you were there for work, you might have ended up in a little bit of trouble. So, I mean, that makes a bit of sense. It does. Makes a bit of sense. Emma Watts says, hello, everybody, or everyone. Hello, Emma. How are you this evening? We hope you are well. We hope you've all had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. EF owns Ashbridge, do they? Sorry, that's even worse. Hello, Jesse Hauk over there in the United States of America. How are you? Hope you're well.
River!
Is River attacking the kitten now?
Yes.
You just cannot get the animals these days, can you? You just cannot get the animals. I mean, it is what it is. And quite possibly, at the moment, it's looking more like a yes. But I will know for sure tomorrow. But quite possibly, there will be some footage coming next week, a video coming next week, from Legoland Windsor. Ooh. Quite possibly.
You have to do ooh.
Ooh. I mean, considering what we've done over the theme park close season, it's basically Lego. I think it kind of fitting that the first park would be Legoland.
River.
Mr. Coaster Journey, I wasn't going to mention you. You know, but yep. I wonder whose idea that was. It was his idea.
It weren't mine.
Well, it was his idea. He actually, just 20 minutes before the stream started.
I didn't even know that they were open.
Yeah, but it's the beginning of March.
Yeah.
This is when the theme parks open. They open up beginning to mid-March. Lisa says, I will go live at some point and show you all the haunted theatres of London. I'll start with the ghosts made up by a theatre producer. Oh, look, another made up. Oh, and another. I like it. I do, I like it. And I'm looking forward to seeing it. But yes, we should be, like I say, considering the theme of the live streams, I think it is only fitting that our first park of 2025 be Legoland for the channel. It's only fitting. And yeah, we will certainly go and check, hopefully, that out at the weekend. Don't forget, anyway, if you are watching on either stream, hit the like button, please. It really helps us in the algorithm. Lisa says 90% of theatre ghosts were made up to entice the Victorians who loved that shit.
Yep.
Why are you asking me how my sheep is, Beats? We know that you ate yours, but...
Beats, we saw some sheep earlier. I said, oh, Beats would be so happy. I told Ben to get a picture, but he didn't.
This weekend, Lisa.
He didn't get a picture.
This weekend. In fact, this Sunday.
But we drove
Lisa,
past some sheep.
This Sunday.
And some horses.
So that's the idea. This Sunday. I got, like I say, 20 minutes before the stream even started, just before the show, I had Mr. Coaster Journey on the phone going, which day would be best for you, Saturday or... I won't do the accent because then it might give away who he is. But he was like, which day would work for you, Saturday or Sunday? And we had, we you know, I'm spending a bit more time with my children, as much as I can anyway. And I'd already put aside some time Saturday to take Lila out for a KFC, because that seems to be her favourite takeaway. So I'm going to do that with Lila. And then Sunday is the day where I am free. Jesse Houck says, what is a common animal that is found in London that would not be in America? Well, pigeons?
I was going to say pigeons,
yeah,
but
pigeons
I think America have pigeons.
You guys probably have a lot of pigeons, but yeah, there's a lot of pigeons in London. But then you get things in the Thames as well. Some water-based animals in the Thames.
Do you like what?
What are they called? They're not bloody lobsters. They're little things with pincers. They're little things with pincer hands. They're not lobsters.
Not crabs.
They're not crabs.
What are you chatting on about then?
Someone will...
He's lost his mind.
I've not lost my mind.
You could always go to Scotland and you can see the Loch Ness.
I mean, she says I've lost my mind. I have to have had a mind to lose in the first place. Lisa says, our seagulls. Ollie's got it. Crayfish.
Oh, right.
That's correct. Stick a like on the chat for Ollie there, would you?
Well... Yeah, well, seagulls. I mean, are there many seagulls in London? I don't go to London very often, so... I know we've got tons of the buggers here.
This cat is now taking the focus away from the set.
Yeah.
She's got to be moved.
Keep pooping all over my car.
No, you've got to be moved. Florence. So, Beat says he had a mutton patty today too. Yummy.
No.
Yummy.
No.
Well, it's just like lamb, only it's more deeply, richly flavoured. And
you've moved over again.
No, I haven't. This is
bleeding out.
I haven't. This is as far over as I can go. My chair is slightly turned, but that is what it is, and it's not going to be not turned. There's 11 people watching this horizontal stream, and only 7 of them have liked it. The judgment is no. I'm sorry,
again.
but it's cost them nothing to like it, right? Cost them nothing at all to like it, and it helps us in the algorithm. The judgment. I'm feeling it.
I don't know how we made it to 12 years. I honestly don't.
Well, like I was asked, wasn't I, at the karaoke the other day? I was asked, how the hell have I put up with her for 12 years? Actually, what he said was,
me.
How the hell have you put up with that for 12 years? Is what he said to me. And I said to the man, who is extremely immature and childish, even more so than I am, to be fair.
True story.
I said to him, "Do not ask questions to which you are not ready to know the answer." That was my response.
Yeah.
YouTube keeps congratulating me on 10 subs, which I find hilarious, says Lisa.
Ah, yes, but 10 is a milestone.
Exactly, Jesse. Exactly.
What's that?
He says, imagine spending hours on YouTube watching people and can't spend 3 seconds to hit the like.
Jesse, don't encourage him.
I know, I'm with him.
Don't encourage.
Absolutely with him.
Don't encourage his behaviour.
Well said, Jesse.
Don't encourage.
Well said.
To be fair, though, you did say back to him, you were like, we've been together 15. Like, that would make any better.
He was even more shocked by that, wasn't he? He was like, you have 3 years. He said to me, you have 3 years to get out before you married her.
Yeah.
He was in shock.
You did. You had 3 years.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't take it.
Didn't take it. Didn't take it.
It's on you.
So it would appear. Thank you, Jesse. You're absolutely right. And you can thank Jesse as well.
Just encouraging your bad behaviour, child.
It's not bad behaviour.
Always bad behaviour.
It's not. Why is my super chat goal going to expire in 3 minutes and 25 seconds when I said it for 3 hours?
Ben throws like tantrums, guys. You have no idea.
This is...
I mean, even this morning, right? I have a bowl of cereal every morning.
Yeah.
My healthy cereal. And then he sits there like, oh, I'm so hungry. And I'm like... I'm like looking at the kitchen like... You're not 2.
No, but
you know where the kitchen is.
No, but I'm actually losing steadily weight, and I keep going on these weird little binge eats, and I'm worried that I'm going to go on these weird little binge eats, and that's because, you know...
Is that your issue?
Yeah, I keep binge eating. And I'm still losing weight for it, so... But... At some point, you're going to eat 6 bags of crisps and not have lost weight the next day. I'm saying. So, yeah. I mean, it's a bit of a struggle when you fully upend your entire diet.
Yes, I did it.
Yeah. It's a bit of a struggle. Especially when you remove 10 cans of Coca-Cola a day from your diet. That's a bit of a struggle. Where's all that sugar coming from? Nowhere. But, oh man, So, Saturday we went to the pub and I had 2 pints of full sugar Coca-Cola. And I just felt so shit in a night. Was I unbearable at first? When I took the Coke out? Yeah, I was. I can answer that for her. I was absolutely unbearable. And oh my God, the withdrawals and the migraines. Oh my God, it was desperate.
Yeah. But what gets me, though, is that he, like, the amount of times he stops drinking the Coke, but then he'll...
This is the longest I've done it.
He goes through, like, the whole, like, withdrawals and stuff. He's a right arse for, like, a full week. And then he'll start drinking it again, like, a week later. The amount of times we've done that...
I'm coming up on 6 weeks.
I know, but I'm saying in the past...
Yeah. I was gonna say...
He just goes back to it, and I go, I'm not going through this again.
This is the longest I've done it. So Beats and Tape says, don't think I've eaten 6 packs of crisps at once before. I've done it twice this week.
See, I'm not a big crisp person, so
neither am I. But I think it's the salt. I've just been really craving the salt.
Oh no, well you like certain crisps, don't you? Whereas, mind you, if you get me barbecue lays from France, then I do sit there and eat them.
You do. You binge.
I do.
Lisa, I don't think I am dehydrated because I'm buying a 12-pack of these 750ml waters every 2 or 3 days.
It's like when we left Home Bargains last time and I was carrying his water and I was like, I'll carry your water. And I was like, that don't sound right. Doesn't sound right. Ben and water in the same sentence.
Jesse Houck says, Cookie Crisp cereal is crack cocaine for a fat kid. American Cookie Crisp, absolutely. Yeah, it's far worse than ours. It's far worse than ours.
Yeah, I used to have Cookie Crisp when I was a kid.
Yeah, but ours is relatively healthy.
I think I can actually have Cookie Crisp, yeah.
Yeah, our Cookie Crisp is relatively healthy. Theirs is not. It's like Lucky Charms. That's why we can't buy... We don't produce or sell British-made Lucky Charms in the UK. because they are so ridiculously unhealthy, and they are kind of like crack.
Isn't it like e-numbers and stuff like that?
Yeah. I mean, like, they are kind of like crack as well.
Because we are really, really bad in this country for, like, health and safety and friggin', oh no, too much sugar, children, meh. But then we've got McDonald's being built everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, we've got one drive-through McDonald's here, just around the corner from us. And then literally less than 3 minutes drive away, there's another one under construction.
Yeah, and a Costa.
Less than 3 minutes drive from this drive-through McDonald's, there's another one under construction. I mean...
Doesn't make much sense.
It doesn't, because you go 4 minutes drive in the other direction from this one, there's one in the town centre.
But do you know what?
But it's not a drive-through.
Do you know, I think the reason they've done it is because the one that's close to us gets so busy that they can't keep up.
Yeah, I mean, if you order on Just Eat on a Friday, you can wait 2.5 to 3 hours for your order, and we live round the corner from it. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't eat that shit, but the kids love a Happy Meal. You know what kids are like, fucking Happy Meals.
Happy Meal.
But I don't eat McDonald's at all. I used to love their breakfast, and then they put onion in their hash browns so they can get the fuck. Yep. What? Let me just say how it is.
I have always hated that.
Yes,
breakfast.
Lisa, and that's not an exaggeration. 2.5 to 3 hours often if you order on a Friday or a Saturday night.
Yeah, we've even had it before where they've like cancelled the order because they literally didn't have the staff.
Oh, they're doing the same in Coaster Journeys Town. They're opening a new one literally 2 minutes from an existing one there, 2 minute walking. But are they both drive-throughs, Mr. Journey? Because these two are drive-throughs, and then we've got a large one. And then if you go a further, I guess 5 or 6 minutes in the other direction, we got another major drive-through as well. McDonald's. All 4 of these are McDonald's. I mean, he says it's over the freaking road. It's insane how these, are expanding. Is my super chat goal? It says it's ended. Set a timer, 3 hours, start goal. Your goal's live, share of your audience to get them excited. So, we've got a super chat goal this evening in the horizontal stream of 1 super chat, £5 or more. And I can tell you what any super chat or donation of any kind is going towards this week, because I'm speaking to a man about finally purchasing a drone so we can go and do the Universal Studios bi-monthly updates for the construction of the new park. I found a guy that's selling Mavic Minis. It's just Generation 1, but hey, I used to own one of those before it broke, and it was perfectly good enough footage. So Mavic Mini 1, Fly More combo, and he wants 140 quid for it. So you can't moan at that. That's really cheap. So I'm talking with him to hopefully get it this week. So like I say, once we've got a hold of that, then bi-monthly videos from the Universal Studios Great Britain site documenting the construction as this brand new UK-based theme park, first ground-up theme park in the UK for God knows how long, will be constructed. I mean, there is a kind of ground-up theme park being built further north, but it's not got any rides in it. It's more like a bunch of experiences, so I don't really think it's a theme park. You're saving all your money for your science experiment. You're going to have to elaborate to me further in private discussion on your science experiment. Pete says, we had our drive-through one for years here. They just reopening the one we had in town centre 17 years ago. I mean, this expansionism of American fast food companies into the United Kingdom is quite concerning, isn't it? Because we have a bunch of Popeye's chickens opening. There's one in Brighton. That's the closest we have to us. There's Chick-fil-A that are opening a bunch of sites here in the UK this year. Wendy's have been expanding into the UK as well. Lisa says she likes Wendy's. So it's yeah. Don't go to Chick-fil-A because Lisa hates the unabashedly Christianness of Chick-fil-A. So I get it. I get it. Beat says, I want a Popeyes in my town. Well, why don't you call them up and say, hey, Popeyes. Or, hello there, Popeyes. I'm in Wales, in the valleys. And I want some Popeyes chicken, or else I'm going to go and eat more sheep.
He wants sheep. I'm having to be on a really strict calorie deficit, guys, after Saturday.
We had lamb yesterday, Lisa. What my nan did was she cooked it in advance and she sliced it really thin.
They had lamb.
And then what I did was I created like a gravy thicker than Keir Starmer. And
that's pretty damn thick.
That's pretty damn thick. And then I placed the slices fully submerged in the gravy and then in the oven for 25 minutes. Fantastic. Oh, I made a roast. I made a full-blown roast. It was just easier to cook the meat that way, and it was so tender. It just fell apart. Even Dexter was weirded out by how tender it was, wasn't he? He was going, it's so soft.
He didn't like the texture, did he?
He was going, it's so soft.
Yeah.
What did Chrissy have? Chrissy had...
I had low-fat super noodles, and there were the curry ones, and it was really spicy.
Basically, Chrissy's trying to compensate for what she did on Saturday.
No.
Was it 4 Krispy Kreme donuts?
No.
Was it a large chicken and bacon barbecue stack meal at
to
the
be fair, I
Harvester?
didn't eat all of that.
You ate all the pudding though, didn't you?
Yeah.
That salted caramel Rocky Horror Sundae?
Something or other. It was new. And I only got one because Dale was like, oh, I want dessert. So I was like, well, go take one for the team.
No, you didn't though, did you?
I did.
She told me specifically, do not let me have a dessert.
Don't let me have dessert, Ben.
She said, don't let me have dessert.
And he failed in his mission. He failed.
Well, I didn't
miserably.
fail because I said to you, you told me not to let you have dessert, and you said you shouldn't have listened to me.
It does sound like me. But at the pub, though, I only had 2 drinks.
Yeah.
So, see?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of it. And I didn't even get to finish my salad because they brought the food so damn quick.
Oh, yeah, it was suspiciously quick, yeah.
Suspiciously quick.
For how busy the place was as well. It was really busy.
Yeah.
And yet the food came out real quick.
Yeah, and I didn't even manage to eat all of my dinner either.
No.
I got close.
Beats and Tapes asks, have I tried a Wingstop? They've just opened Wingstop in Swansea. Never tried it. Never tried it. No, Lisa, it's not microwave, because with that Harvester, they've got a big open kitchen where you can see them doing everything on the grill.
Yeah,
you can see what they're doing.
Yeah. And they've got like this rotisserie oven.
Yeah, and they come and get loads of chickens out of it all the time.
Yeah, and it's like in front of where they're cooking. And so the whole restaurant can literally see these chickens being spit roasted.
They come out of the kitchen, walk around the front of the kitchen, take these chickens out, stick them on the tray and walk back into the kitchen with them.
Yeah. You're just like, there's some chickens there.
Yeah, got a fair few chickens there, haven't you, Harvester? I mean, it's nice. They're asking, any good bet? They say it's better than KFC. Wingstop, this is. Lisa, yes, is Wingstop any good? You seem to be the one that's actually tried it out of all of us here, so...
I actually just had a protein yogurt.
You did. I mean, to be fair...
It was, I think it was quark.
No idea what that is.
I mean, I must admit, I ate it and I wasn't a fan, but it did fill me up. It was really dense. And it was like something like 15 grams of protein or something like that. I don't know.
So, I got what they call the Harvester 1983 combo, which is half a chicken, half a rack of ribs, and then it comes with like fries or a baked potato or whatever. So I asked for a baked potato and then didn't even eat the baked potato. I literally ate chicken and ribs. And that's why I am lighter today than I was on Saturday.
Sharp. Sharp.
Oh. And
I haven't weighed myself because I just don't want to.
And I absolutely slathered it in their chicken gravy that they make, which is really nice.
Look, my weigh-in is on Wednesday, so you know I've still got 2 days.
I mean, that's fair enough, Lisa. Lisa says that she really likes Wingstop. In her opinion, it's better than KFC. She's not a fan of their breading.
I'm not a big fan of KFC.
No, well, the thing is, I used to be like KFC's biggest cheerleader.
You did.
And now I don't really like it. Don't really. I don't know if it's them that's changed or if it's my tastes that have changed, but...
You don't like their seasoning on their chips, do
No,
you?
that's dreadful.
Whereas I love their seasoning on their chips.
I mean, it's absolutely dreadful. Lisa says she quite likes sticky wings. Well, I like wings quite a lot, actually.
I like wings.
And tonight I just had a...
Those like Chinese or barbecue ones you get in the shops?
Yeah.
The ones that they're chilled and you can just eat them straight from the pack.
Coaster Journey just said KFC seasoned chips are amazing. Get out. They are disgusting.
Exactly.
Disgusting. Dreadful.
Yeah, beats. I find KFC very hit and miss. It is. Sometimes you can have really good KFC, and other times it's like, oh.
No.
And for the price they now charge as well.
Yeah.
I'm like, pee off.
To be fair, I just oftentimes I'll swap my chips for mash and just get gravy.
No, or they do. You can ask for no seasoning.
Yeah, you can.
And they do chips with no seasoning.
But
although last time they didn't.
I mean,
Ben was really angry.
I was really angry. Yeah. Because they said, yeah, we'll give you half your chips with no seasoning. Get there. Where are they, KFC? Where are they? Lisa says we have a local Korean place that does amazing chicken. Now, Lisa told me that she had cooked Korean chicken earlier. Well, now I'm getting suspicious.
What, you reckon she just ordered
Did you cook it, Lisa?
Is it a cat?
No.
Well,
That's not the Koreans.
I know, that's Chinese.
That's yeah, Chinese people are pretty well known for eating cats.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, if it moves, the Chinese think it's food.
Yeah. I mean, I had to go down and get some sawdust yesterday for the hamster. So I took Dexter for a little walk. And we went down to the pet shop, and he sits there and just stares at the bunny rabbits and pets at home.
He does.
Anyway, I had to go up the back as well because I had to go to the vets because River is due her boosters. And she can't get them till May because that's their earliest appointment, apparently. Anyway, so she's booked in for May. But Dexter goes up to the woman at the reception at the vets and goes, do I have to have a snake to buy your crickets? And she said, well...
That's an interesting question from an 11-year-old child.
Yeah, she goes, well, they are snake food. And he's like, but what if I want one as a pet? And I was like, Dexter, you're not having a cricket as a pet. He's like, but I want a cricket. I was like, you're not having a cricket. He goes, what if I just don't tell you that I don't have a snake and buy them? She goes, well, you could do that. I said, but you're not gonna, because we're not having a pet cricket.
Not having a cricket. No, we once got him caterpillars, and they lived in like a net until they turned into butterflies, and then we let them fly off.
They come in a pot, and then they cocoon, don't they, on the pot, and then you move the pot into a net like this.
Yeah.
And then they obviously finally hatch from their cocoons.
And they all made it as well, didn't they?
Into butterflies, and then you give them like bits of fruit and stuff like that, and then you set them free. And we did set them free, but they only stayed caterpillars for I think a day before they cocooned.
They said it said on the thing it could take a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then it was just bang, they were done.
Yeah, so Dexter was all excited to get caterpillars, and like literally one day, and they cocooned like instant. It was like, oh,
okay,
sorry, Deck. He didn't want butterflies. He wanted caterpillars.
Yeah, but we've got some butterflies coming, but it was interesting to watch the life cycle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting to watch and educational for the kids to an extent as well.
Yeah, I mean Dexter loves all that sort of stuff. He loves insects, and although earlier on he did see an ant on the doorstep and jumped on it and went, die ant, and then he went, sorry ant, I didn't mean to. And I was like, I mean, you 100% did mean to, because you literally jumped on it and went, die ant.
Yeah.
So you did mean to.
James has returned from Deutschland.
Ooh.
Don't
cook for him.
Has he brought you any presents?
Lego.
Because like every time me and Lisa go away together, Lisa knows what would happen to me if I didn't buy this woman presents.
The locks would be changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
easy.
She says, I wish.
No. Especially going to Germany as well. There's so much good food. Like, bring back some food.
Well, he's probably had it. No.
Shut up, Ben.
I was about to make another Bratwurst joke. She says he's the worst.
Or Disney, you know. Yeah, but then you're at home and you're cooking for him. I wouldn't. I'd be like, you know where the fridge is, you dirty arse.
Yeah, but there's nothing.
Walk off.
There's nothing I could really bring Chrissy home from Europa Park.
I ain't fussy.
Lisa says I normally get some licorice because Kieran buys it for me.
Got nothing,
So
mate.
James doesn't even buy it for you.
No, James don't even buy it.
Kieran.
You know, Lisa, you ain't helping your cause here.
Well, you're not helping his cause.
No.
That's for sure.
I would have castrated him. That would be me. Or I would have changed the locks whilst he was not there. You not to come in without gift.
Okay, Mr. Journey, see you soon. Yeah, das ist sehr gut. Or in this particular case, when it comes to Lisa and James and the lack of presents, das ist nicht gut. Nein.
That is not good.
Das ist nicht gut.
We all need presents.
Aye, we do. I'm trying to get him to give me some Disney funding. Well,
that works too.
That works too. That's called a consolation prize.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, just a consolation prize. Get some Disney funding off him.
Yeah, I mean, you deserve it.
And also tell him you are travelling to Legoland on Sunday.
Is this why you've really cooked him dinner?
And then what you can do is when you're at Legoland, you can go in the Lego store with his credit card. It's one of the
We're going full out now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You go into the Lego store with his credit card,
Oh, dear.
and you go,
Thanks, James.
Thanks, James. I wanted Notre Dame. I wanted the set that's being built here.
Oh, thanks so much.
Thank you so much, James. I think that works, don't you? I think that works very well.
I don't know. I mean, first of all, I'd just go with the Disney money.
Yeah, well, obviously
Because
indeed.
there could be like a nice new Loungefly bag.
No matter what stream you're watching on, be it the horizontal or the vertical, please click that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and Lisa, you are to make...
I had to tell Ben off earlier for texting you whilst walking.
Yeah.
I was like, put your phone down. We were coming out of Tesco. It was busy. And he's there like, oh, I've just seen some artwork or something like that for blah, blah, blah. And I was like, put your bleeding phone away.
For the new tower shop. Lisa sent me a picture.
We were two minutes away from the car. I was like, just wait till you get to the car. Then when you sit down, you can text her.
Well, tell her she's got to make a video doing sweets. Tell her why.
Lisa, there's 2,025 subs. Which now means that you have to do the stream of sweets.
Well, maybe not stream, but video.
But I will really help you with the toffee crumble part. So I will take one for the team.
So basically,
Lisa?
shoot your video. Chrissy will shoot her part. Send it to me, and I'll fucking edit it together.
Hang on a minute. What is the part supposed to be? Just me going,
So you got to eat it. You got to show it off. You say, "This is toffee crumble.
This is toffee
This
crumble.
is my favourite retro sweet." Lisa says, "Oh no, how terrible!"
It's like after you've eaten it as well, you go.
I rarely.
You can't waste the dust.
I mean, I could do one segment in it, I guess, because like the only sweet I love is, a proper classic. It's wine gums.
Do you know?
Wine gums.
Pee off.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh,
that is
yeah.
not classic. Anyway,
Of course, it's classic.
you know ESK, near where we live. We've got a shop near us, and they have got all like the retro sweets, in the tubs.
Have you seen it since they've now put in like a separate shop?
No,
That's just for
I haven't
food?
been there.
Right, so now they've got a separate shop with its own little entrance of barriers that you go into, right?
Ooh,
And
swanky.
it's where they're selling tomahawk steaks in there.
I reckon I could go
And I
there
very
and get
nearly got
my
one.
toffee crumble.
I mean, I would
hiccuped.
I would be very scared to cook a tomahawk steak because.
Oh, what would be your top 10, Lisa?
Good evening, Tiana. How are you this evening? We
you
hope
had to
you
pick
are
10.
well.
Go. See, mine would just be toffee crumble because I'm not really a big fan. Maybe jazzies as well. I like jazzies.
So do
It's
Booker's,
got to be chocolate.
Lisa. We can't say that word there because despite the fact it is a British descriptor. In America, it means something completely different.
What?
So in Costco, they have a covered cigarette area. But you can't use that word on YouTube. Despite the fact it's a British vernacular.
Yeah. Oh, do they? I didn't know Costco did.
It's the same in Booker's. Like,
yeah, I know Booker's do, yeah.
But you have to go into it. It's like its own separate area.
Yeah.
Brian Warner says, would love to get back into Legos. I'm 23 and haven't played with them in probably 10 years. Well, they're not made for kids anymore, Brian. They're made for adults.
They're made for us.
I mean, this set here is age 18 plus.
As I was saying, though, Booker's have actually got a cheese room.
Yes, they do.
Cheese! Cheese room!
They
it's
do.
like being grommet.
It is.
And I love my crystal art, Tiana.
And it was her that put me on.
I know, you told me that earlier.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, I didn't know that. I've got all 3 now.
Well, there might be more than 3.
Shh, shut up, Ben.
But,
I'm not going hunting more.
Yes, B&M bargains. Brian says, haha, well, I would if I were able to. Right now, I can't even afford that sucks, man. That really sucks.
Yeah, Lego is like so overpriced.
And it is, and you know, obviously things like your meds always come first, right? And I'm on a lot of medication. I'm a disabled man. But at least here in the UK, we do get a significant amount of help towards that. Obviously, you over in the USA don't. Which, if I had a magic wand and I could solve it, I would. But unfortunately, I don't, and I don't know the answer.
Though, we moan about our NHS, but people that are disabled and sick and that do get free prescriptions. I mean, I used to, when I was working, because obviously I've been asthmatic all my life.
And now you're a full-time carer for 2 people.
Yeah, but I used to buy a card that used to last me 3 months, and all your prescriptions were included.
Mm-hmm.
So you just pay a one-off payment. I'm not sure if they still do that, but it was like a prepayment.
I don't think they do it anymore.
I'm not too sure, but it wasn't that much either, and it was cheaper than my actual prescriptions were. And if I had like a chest infection in between and stuff, that was also included. So any meds were included on it. And that's how I used to do it. So I used to get paid and then pay for...
Oh, they do it still, do they, Lisa?
3-month pass on that.
That's pretty good. Beats and Tape says... Way. Ben, when you come to South Wales, try Jenkins Bakery. You won't want to go to Greg's again. Well, I don't want to go to Greg's now.
Oh, I love Greg's.
I hate Greg's.
Oh, Greg's sausage rolls.
No, I don't even go. I'm going to have to push this in a little bit, just so that they can see it a bit better.
Greg's sausage rolls.
Dexter, you can't be talking. Yeah, they can still hear you, bud. Lisa likes the sausage rolls at Greg's.
Yeah, they're the best. I even love the ones at Iceland.
I'll drag Florence into frame just for a second for you, Lisa.
But I don't eat them anymore, obviously. But
there she is.
Also, the cheese and beans melts. Oh, dude, so good. Once again, don't eat them anymore. My life seems quite sad, actually. All the good food has been taken.
Her little paw keeps creeping closer. It does. That's why I've had to push the setback. Brian says, yeah, they make it tough out here. If I had a magic wand to wave to fix all we got going on, I would for sure. And most of the folks my age in my town have been looking for work for months. Man, like I said, we are very lucky in that respect.
We moan about our NHS constant because it isn't up to par.
It's not up to scratch in many areas. But in some areas, you wouldn't live without it, quite frankly.
No, I mean, you can...
And yes, that's fine, Tiana. Absolutely fine.
You can, go down to A&E if you need to without a worry in the world.
But we've had quite horrific experiences ourselves within the A&E system, and that's where these things are falling down.
The NHS isn't working, is it? And I think they're trying to privatise it, but...
Oh, they're absolutely trying to privatise it. That started with the Blair Labour government. Basically with PFI, Private Finance Initiative, and that was the beginning of the end for the NHS, quite frankly, well, at least in its current form. Now, I've never had an issue with the NHS wanting to bring in private private operators in order to provide the services that can't be provided directly at an NHS hospital. Like, for example, you could provide better or quicker cancer treatments or scans. Instead of waiting 6 weeks for a scan there might be one available in the private, and then, they're paid by the NHS for that service, and they do that.
They do that, yeah, with certain things, don't they? Like, I had physio with a private place.
I think that can only be a net positive in that respect, but it's looking more and more likely that we are going to move towards an insurance-based system here in the United Kingdom, and that will be bad. Beats and Tape says, no A&E here in my town. I mean, we've got an A&E here that serves 250,000 people. So it's one A&E, and the level of people it serves is 250,000. So, I mean, that's why it's always so overrun. Brian Warner says, I mean, if anyone wants to help out with a couple of bucks, my meds are $16. I'm at the mercy of Uber or asking neighbours for rides just to get to job interviews. Top living in nowhere, but fuck Georgia.
Jesus, mate.
Well, Brian, if you start yourself like a GoFundMe or something, we can certainly share that out. I've got no issues with doing that at all. So that we've at least got like a link where people can chuck in a couple of bucks to help out, maybe. Like I say, definitely not got an issue sharing something like that out, sharing a link out.
That's what I mean. See, we moan about our country and our system and everything, but here you would be given the medication.
And for those of you that are confused in the horizontal stream, Brian is in the vertical stream. He's talking to us in the vertical stream. So they closed Beats and Tapes Accident and Emergency Department a few years ago, only minor injuries.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I mean, the other thing is we here have not had... You don't have a bank account set up at the moment. You actually tried to make one before. I believe you can do a PayPal with GoFundMe or some of the ones like this. I'm not really sure, man. I'm not really sure. Lisa says, yep, I'm going private for my science experiment, and it's still a tenth of what they pay in the USA. I know what your science experiment is now. It's the hearing aid, isn't it?
Oh, I mean, I've been really tempted with, because both my kids with the autism stuff, I mean, Dexter was supposed to be seen 2 years ago, and it just never happened.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. What am I looking for?
If I am correct, and it is the hearing aid, when are you intending to have it done? Because it is literally fitted to your skull. Like, it's quite a thing.
Okay.
And it's quite a thing to have to get used to, I would imagine, as well. Have you done something wrong? Are you certain?
Once we put these stars in, but it's giving me a grid of which way round they go.
Oh.
Yeah. Fun, isn't it?
Oh.
Miss Scusi, kitty.
So you have to see if you qualify for that, so it's not right away. The other thing is scale. I know the other thing. You told me about that as well, and I won't say what it is. But
You're such a tit.
She told me about that as well.
Yeah, well, you got the memory of a fish.
I do have the memory of a fish. You're correct.
I know. So I did get Lila her loop ear defenders.
I wonder if she's lost them yet.
No, she hasn't.
Did she use them?
Yeah.
She actually put them in?
Yeah.
I didn't think she'd be able to put them in herself, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, she said she wore them for assembly.
Okay.
And then she went and washed them out because she said she didn't want to put them away yucky.
Yeah, that's fair enough, yeah. 30-odd quid. 30-odd quid they cost. Yeah. It's literally for a pair of these, but without any electrics. Yeah. Pair of these without any electrics. Yeah. John just said he just made 9 shorts from Friday's All In. Well, that's good at least, because then you've got some content to put out at least on a daily basis or whatever. These stars are pretty awesome.
No, they're not.
They are, but they can't see them.
Yeah, but you're going to have to give me a sec, Ben, because I'm working with what I've got here.
I mean, I can't even move the camera.
Yeah, well, suck my nuts.
I'll show them what's going on. So it's a load of these.
Do you like my little
Load of those going on. You've got 3 shorts scheduled this week, have you, Lisa? And I'm not going to lie to you. This weekend I've done nothing for the channel. Absolutely nothing. And that's simply because
I'm doing an operation.
I wanted to have the weekend with my family. And
oh gosh, I'm going to need tweezers, I reckon.
Beats and tapes. He's been telling John that he needs a producer for years, to be fair. And then you have some older videos you've never posted to put your snark on. When you're doing voiceovers, Lisa, use your DJI mic too. You've got it. It can Bluetooth to your phone, so if you're editing on your phone, sweet. You don't have to do it straight through the Pocket Free. It can actually Bluetooth directly to your phone. So use the equipment that you've got so that you create a much better... John has been telling John that he needs a producer, to be fair. Well, we've all been telling you that you need a producer, John. We've all been telling you
I need a producer as well, John.
I would like a producer. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's much easier on a show like this.
There's Sam.
Yeah. Wow. All across here. It's much easier on a show like this because there are literally 2 of us sitting here. One is doing the building and I'm doing the production. But, you know.
I know, there's parts where I'm like, don't talk to me.
She is. Yeah. She is. But when I'm doing these build streams on my own, then I take on the role of builder, entertainer, producer.
Entertainer?
Well, you've got to speak to the people.
You're entertaining.
I'm very entertaining, thank you. I'm extremely entertaining.
I sang my Adele song at karaoke.
She did?
I had a woman come up to me. She goes, oh my God, I loved your singing. You sound so like Adele. I was like,
Chasing Liberties made a little music video today as well. Did you use Suno for that?
I've got to try and get them in the hole, guys.
Story of my life, that.
Yeah.
Lisa asks, was the woman drunk?
It's a tight fit. Maybe, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean,
it's very likely.
To be fair, I was the only sober one in the pub.
I only had 2 drinks.
But I kept going outside because they've got a new bouncer.
I mean,
right?
And Ben goes, oh, shall I go get the car? And I said, no, you're the disabled one. I'll go get it. And he's like, you've had some drinks. And I was like, oh, shit, yeah. I knew that.
So I had to go and get the car.
I was like, yeah, no, you go get the car.
Yeah, I'll go and get the car. So anyway, they've got a new bouncer.
Oh, he's been there a few times.
But
he's like, meh.
I like him. Me and him were having a right laugh.
He's a bit of a mong.
Lisa says that, right, she's off to make food. Have a great night, Lisa.
Don't make food for James.
Julie says she's back for a bit. Hello again, Julie. But, no, so me and the bouncer are out the front because there's a bar directly opposite where we were called Jester's, right? And the place is notorious for narcotics, shall we say. Not only that, being very, very lax on how drunk people get on their premises. So when somebody gets kicked out of this place, they're really pissed, put it that way. So we were basically, me and the bouncer were creating our own TV show, essentially. Just watching the door of Jester's, because there was a man sitting outside the front for quite a while. He'd fallen asleep in the chair. He had a can of beer in his hand that wasn't from the pub. Right? So he had a can of beer in his hand. He'd been sleeping in the chair for hours. He woke up, threw up, started drinking from his can, and then walked directly back into the bar after about an hour, and the security just let him march in. And they let him stay there with his can that he hadn't bought from the pub. Just walk in and, you know. But a little bit later in the night...
One good thing about Jester's, though, is they do sell vapes at the bar. Throwing it out
I mean, that's handy, but...
Yeah.
But, so we're out there a bit later, and 2 men were physically ejected from the building. And I'm not talking like, you know, asked to leave. I'm talking they were thrown out of the door.
Yeah, the bouncers over there are...
So, but like I say, when you do get kicked out of there, you have to have really done something wrong. Because it's really hard to get kicked out of there.
Usually violent.
But these two men were thrown quite at quite some speed from the door of this pub, and then came over directly across the road, stumbling, zigzagging sideways towards where we were. And there was another young gentleman out there that, let's face it, couldn't hold his own against a fly. You know who I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And these two men come over to us and try to get in, and the bouncer turns around to him and goes, "Not tonight, lads. Not to," and they just started threatening us and screaming at us and calling us names and, saying they were going to come back and do all three of us. And I was just standing there laughing, and that wasn't helping the situation because he was getting the one that out of the two that was threatening was getting very upset with the fact I was laughing. He's like, "What the fuck are you laughing at? You think it's fucking funny?" I was like, "Yeah, I do. Actually, I think this is very funny." But that's just me. I could make a bad situation worse because my default position is to just laugh. No matter the situation, no matter somebody could be dead on the floor in front of me, I'd probably end up laughing. And it wouldn't be because I find it funny, it'd be simply because that's how I autistically deal with shit. I just laugh at it. But yeah, that upset the man a lot. But
gee, I wonder why.
It was interesting. It was fun. I enjoyed that. A bit of a strange thing to enjoy. A bit of a strange thing to enjoy. But it was different. It was different. I don't get out much. Can you tell?
Then the police turned up, and that was even funnier.
Yeah, it was, because one of the police officers that came in must have been 4'0".
Yeah.
And once again, I was laughing, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I was
like, what's he going to
do? Who's he going to arrest? Who is he going to arrest? I actually turned around and I said, and this is exactly what I said to the bigger police officer as he was walking past, I went, "Is it bring your kid to work day?"
Father Sunday.
Oh dear. I had a great time.
That's why you can't let Ben out, guys.
What, because I laugh at things that are inappropriate to laugh at and say things that could get me in trouble?
Yeah.
Yeah. John said, yeah, cops love that. You should have seen him though, John. You should have seen him. He was literally up to my titty.
You had like the 6-foot copper, and then you had like the little one. He was literally about 4 foot.
He was up to my tit, and I'm a short man. Right? I am not a tall man.
And he walks in, I'm just like behind this really tall guy. I'm like, something's wrong here.
It really did look like bring your kid to work day. It really did.
He also looked about 12, which didn't help.
And it's a Saturday night in a town centre.
Yeah.
And I just didn't get it. How was this? How was this man? He's a DEI hire, isn't it?
Hang on. I actually feel for the other cop because let's face it, he's the one that's going to have to be the full force.
Yeah, but John, that's pretty much what we had going on here. The guy was up to my tit.
Yeah.
Beats asked John, "Did you have Lil Copper when you were a cop, John?" Because John says he's got he had a picture of an actual police officer with dwarfism in the UK. But the thing is, right, and I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean. But that type of person, not even with dwarfism, someone as tall as the one that came in the pub on Saturday night, they're not going to be effective. They are not going to be an effective deterrent. They are not presenting a show of force. And whilst I am staunchly anti-police of the last 5 years, because I don't think that they've got any trust left with the public, what I will say is that if you're gonna, police the streets. What you need to do is have your bobbies back on the beat. You know, your bobby on the beat used to be a 6-foot guy with a big hard hat on and a truncheon. You know, and they'd walk around in pairs and they would present a show of force. And sometimes they would just give, you know, the local rapscallions a clip around the ear hole and send them on their way. And I'm not saying that's perhaps correct, but I'm saying Ben will have a laugh if he sees me then.
Are you like 2 foot tall?
Oh, there was a 5'10" minimum to join, John says, when he was a police officer.
Not no more.
Definitely not anymore.
Not anymore.
Definitely not.
I mean, it's funny when even the pub that we go to, sometimes they have different security guards, obviously, on the bouncers.
They do.
And there's this one guy that sometimes does it, and he must be about... He's in his 50s, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's got, like... He looks like a wet wipe, all right? And I'm like, who are you deterring?
I think I know exactly who you're talking
Come
about.
on now. You ain't doing nothing.
And the guy that runs, you know, comes in and checks in on them sometimes with the shaved head. No, she didn't just call me a wet wipe coaster journey. You're talking about security guards, mate.
Yeah, security guards.
Yeah, so he used to work in Sainsbury's when we were younger. And he used to be a lot fatter than he is, and he's still pretty fat. But my friends used to just wind him up. They wouldn't steal anything from the shop or anything like that. They just went in to wind him up.
Who are we talking about now?
The one that's got his head shaved, the littler one that comes in and he sort of overlooks them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's head security.
Yeah.
And they call him Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah, him. So he used to be a lot fatter than he is now.
Oh, okay.
He used to work in Sainsbury's, and my friends used to wind him up to make him chase them. And he used to have hair. But
I thought it was the guy that used to be the security guard in my shop.
No. So the one that used to be a security guard in your shop was also a security guard at Sainsbury's.
Yeah, see.
This one, the one Mr. Potato Head came later.
Ah, I see.
After my friends had already made a sport out of annoying the Sainsbury's security guards.
Yeah.
They did make a sport out of it.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
I never understood it myself, but they made a sport out of it.
I mean, Ben's a wet wipe too, so.
Am I really?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I just sit on him.
You're not supposed to tell him about that.
Sit on you.
Just walk into these situations yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. You need to push this in a little bit more.
No.
Just like that.
I don't want to hit the cat's head.
Where the cat can move. If you haven't already, please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and obviously come and say hi.
Oh, of course.
Coaster Journey says, literally joined back, and first word is looks like a wet wipe. Let's do a quick subscriber update for the channel tonight. We are at, drum roll please. We've lost one, 2024.
Oh, no.
That's never good. That's never good. Must not be entertaining enough for some people.
Wait, are these? Yeah, they're supposed to be higher up.
Yeah, so they're supposed to hang over.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. That's a bit better, isn't it? That's a bit more flush. I know, right, Coaster Journey? It's rude. It's just downright rude.
I beg to differ.
What, people unsubscribing?
Oh.
Yeah, it's rude.
Yeah,
This one as well.
No.
Come on, you got this. I'm just looking from above on the camera.
How are you?
Yeah. Just to make sure you've got the other ones right.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, just to make sure.
Yeah. Whatever.
Not enough twerking on here, it must be. Maybe I'm not showing enough chest. Remember, I used to do that quite a bit. So, hold on. Look, you get a little bit more. There you go. A little bit more chest. How's that for you, Beats? That good? I know Emma Watts is hiding back there.
I'm sure that's what Beats was waiting for.
But it's definitely what Emma Watts was waiting for.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So all of them are waiting for them.
I know. I know. I know. So, Beats, if you want to record a video of yourself twerking, I can add it into the intro if you'd like.
With some sheep.
Yeah, standing in a field of sheep twerking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the sound of that. He says he wants twerking, not chest. I'm sorry.
I think it would go viral, you know.
I don't have the space to twerk here. Right? This might look like... You have no idea how... I've explained this before. Exactly, Emma. You're damn right it's good for you. Damn right it's good for you. And Tiana's back.
Someone has to appreciate it.
Good evening once again, Tiana. Hope you are well. And your coursework went well, and you have completed it. Because it is most important.
I bet Dexter hasn't done his homework.
Of course he hasn't.
But you know what?
Definitely hasn't.
I've told him, and if he ain't listening, then he's going to have to do it in school tomorrow.
He'll have to do it at school, lose his break time, won't he?
Yep.
Lose his break time, have to do his coursework. Then we've told him.
Not my problem.
Not our problem. And then it's not us he'll have a go at either. It's the teacher.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's the teacher.
Oh my goodness.
Please, if you haven't already, click the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'd love to get back to 2025, which means we need one more subscriber. One more subscriber. And we've hit that goal for the evening. And Lisa will make that video of eating retro and reviewing her top 10 retro sweets from the United Kingdom, which would be pretty cool. Julie says, I need to check through Carl's workbooks, and the cat is lying all over them purring. Well, as you can see, we've got one right here. Once again, I'll just quickly chuck it in frame for you. Look at it. Look at it. It's just in the way.
I got Dexter to do his maths yesterday, and then he's supposed to do his English and TT Rockstars today. And I put them out for him and whatnot. And I said, Dexter, go do your homework.
Beats says, press 1 in the chat for more twerking, and he's pressed 1 a whole bunch of times. Right, Beats, if you join up as a member for 99p a month...
Oh, God.
I will make sure that something twerks on the stream tonight.
It ain't me.
How's that?
I ain't twerking.
And for just one super chat of £5 or more, which is the goal over here tonight, you will be called a god for the rest of the night. Is that a spare wand?
Yeah.
Do I get a spare wand?
Yeah.
Oh... Look at it, people.
Tinkerbell.
It's so beautiful. I'll put it under here.
Yeah, you can be Tinkerbell. Oh, for God's sake. Are you two fighting again?
Cat fucky off us. Didn't work.
No, she's watching the cat and the dog.
Just didn't work. Just did not work.
Bag 25, though.
Cheese Balls is back in the vertical stream. Hello, Cheese Balls. How are you? I'm convinced Cheese Balls is Adam. Sounds like a name Adam would come up with. But
Ben probably would twerk for £5 super chat, yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Would you not?
No. It's got to be a minimum of 30. Minimum of 30 for that, yeah. And it wouldn't be live, it would be pre-recorded.
I was twerking down at the Phoenix.
Yes, you were.
I was.
Yeah.
Oh.
But then I was buying you drinks, so, you know.
What's that got to do with anything?
I mean, at least you were twerking for something.
No, I was not.
Tiana says, the crystal eye is so cool, she's doing it right now.
Oh, which one are you doing?
But the only one she's got is the Nightmare Before Christmas one. Ooh. So they've also got, on the scrolls, Tiana, they've also got Stitch and Moana.
Yeah, so Ben managed to get me... Moana yesterday. That's cool.
Whoever that was that's become subscribed to the channel, I want to say a huge thank you. And if you haven't already, please consider doing so. We do appreciate you all. We do. Yeah, I don't know if you'll find them all, because we had to literally go to 2 different B&Ms in 2 different towns. Yeah, one of them had the Moana, but didn't have the other 2, and then the other one had the other 2, but didn't have the Moana.
Yeah, our one had the Moana.
John says, I'm a tad concerned as to why anyone would want to watch you twerk. It's painful enough to watch you walk. Ask Emma. She's put 1 in the chat. Julie says, I have absolutely no idea what Dreadeye is doing upstairs with those chilies.
Always those chilies. He is obsessed with those chilies.
Oh my
Julie,
God.
I would be concerned. He spends more time with those chilies than anything else.
I'm concerned.
There's an affair going on here.
I am concerned.
I'm just throwing it out there, Julie. I would set up some cameras, get a nanny cam.
Tiana says, I also got a cat one, which I'll send you it for Chrissy. Had it for years, but never done. Talk to me about it in private chat, and we'll. Johnson. Well, no. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Cheeseballs hasn't responded since I accused him of being Adam, so he's probably Adam.
Damn it, Adam. Can I just move that cat? Thank you.
But yes, if you haven't already, my name is Ben. This is Chrissy.
No, it's not.
And we don't just build Lego here on the channel. We also go to theme parks. We go to hotels. We review movies. Sometimes we do like sweets and drinks and stuff like that. By we, I mean me.
We did the drinks one time, and that was not cool.
It was great, actually. But
what was that drink that I had that was absolutely disgusting?
You really didn't like root beer.
That's it, root beer. What is that?
I bought a British A&W root beer the other day, and I drunk it. Because I'd never seen it made in Britain before, but it must be new. So A&W have released root beer, but it's not full-blown root beer. It's root beer and vanilla. And it was very nice. It did taste like cough mixture.
Oh.
With vanilla. But it was very nice.
That's disgusting.
It was only 59p a can in Home Bargains as well. 59p.
You couldn't pay me to drink it.
That was good stuff. I enjoyed it. I did. I enjoyed it.
I don't even like taking cough syrup when I've got cough.
And the lime Coca-Cola with zero. In our small Tesco's, it's been reduced to 50p for a 2-litre bottle.
Yeah.
But in the bigger Tesco's, it hasn't.
No.
Which is very weird.
Maybe they ran out of space in the little one.
Yeah, they had just a reduced to clear sign, 50p a bottle. So I got 6 of them, because of course you do. Coke Zero, this is. But we were in a larger scale Tesco's earlier. They're still full price. And then we were in a larger scale... Oh, is that what you want, Beats? He says, we don't want Ben to twerk. We want Ben to put Mo Hot Girls twerking on here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, where am I going to find these hot girls, Beats? I mean,
I reckon we should get John to do it.
He's making unreasonable requests.
We should get John to do it.
Oh, you know, I believe he's making...
John, twerking
Beats, you're making unreasonable requests here, mate. Tiana says, I'm so angry. They are making me do 2 GCSE maths exam on Tuesday in the morning, 8:15 and 10:50 all day. It's going to make me behind as it's 2 lessons I'll miss.
What's going down here?
Look, the one thing that I will say to you is this, Tiana. All we can do is take one day at a time, right? Let's not think about the what ifs. Let's not think about, you know, what if this happens, what if that happens. You know, today is today, and all we can do is focus on today. So we can just take one day at a time. Tomorrow is a new day. And, yeah. If you are watching on the vertical stream, Nick Valentine says, hello, how are you? Yeah, pretty good, Nick. How are you? This is up on the vertical stream.
It goes that way.
So if you're watching on the vertical stream on your phone...
Cool, I had a blonde moment there.
In order to hit the like, all you've got to do is double tap the middle of the screen. Just pop up, double tap middle of the screen, and it will add a like.
Just a tappy tap.
John says, I'm redoing the all-in video, so could add some in there for Beats.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. You want some twerking hot girls, Beats?
John's going to do it.
John's got you covered, baby.
I reckon John should do the twerking.
Well, I'm glad that you're good, Nick. I'm very glad that you're good. And somebody did hit the like button. Have you subscribed, though, Nick? Have you subscribed? I'm thinking, considering that you're chatting, you probably have. Because these are supposed to be set for subscribers only on the chats. I'm checking now.
Ben gets so upset.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm right. You have to be subscribed for 5 minutes. Which means Cheeseballs is subscribed.
Yay.
Well, Cheeseballs does keep coming back, so I assume that he is, or she is subscribed. Adam. Well, there you go. Look, there you go. Mr. Coaster Journey says, quick, everybody, unsubscribe. Well, if you unsubscribe, you can't talk. So, it's up to you. Oh, God. Beats wants snow boobs back, John. He wants the snow boobs back. I think you did that to death. He did that to death. And, you know, once was funny. Twice was still quite funny. But after about the 30th time, I was just like, oh, for God's sake. He did it to death. They were brilliant for like 2 or 3 times, John. They were brilliant for like 2 or 3 times. But then you just overdid it. You over-egged the apple cart, or over-egged the pudding. And, yeah, no good. But if you want to add it into your thing, don't tell me to shut up. Beat says, yeah, only when it's snowing, innit, Ben? Exactly. Exactly, Beats. You know?
It's like being at a mother's meeting with
Look,
you lot.
when the time is right and it calls for it, then the snow boobs may come out. And, you know, I actually feel quite sorry for that woman. Because, yeah. Ow. Tiana says she's making macaroons.
Are we talking about
tomorrow.
the woman that fell through the...
No.
Oh, because I'll tell you what, that came up on my feed again the other day, right? And I was just giggling, and Ben goes, what are you laughing at? And it's that video again of that woman that...
So...
Oh, it was so funny.
John was asking the subscribers to send him, basically, or send in... this is the Notre Dame de Paris. So, literally, the Notre Dame Cathedral, Nick. Hold on, just give me 30 seconds, and I'll ask my wife to pick it up and give it a twist around so you can see exactly what's been done. So yeah, this is a Lego this is actually the biggest Lego architecture set available at the moment. If you just quickly show it off.
Cat hair.
It's huge, by the way. Let's turn it on its side. Look at that. Oh, it's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderbar. Let's get the front in there if you can.
No, I can try, but we've added, so it's a bit...
Oh, it's not going to get under the camera.
It's a bit tall.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's huge anyway. I think it's over 4,000 parts. Ollie says, as I'm gearing back up to do the news show, the Tiana Disney Plus show has been scrapped. Of course it has. You're welcome, buddy. Nick, you're absolutely welcome. Anyway, back to the snow boots.
Oh, that's heavy.
So, John found this video of this woman. And what she'd done is there was a table that was about 3 or 4 inches deep in snow. And she basically went topless and imprinted her boobs into it.
Oh.
Right?
Right.
Into the snow.
Okay.
And
I feel like I need to see this to
it's
get the full...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he wanted the subscribers to
do it. What, to like copy?
John says, I hope you don't have any dodgy powers that might burn your Notre Dame down. Because it actually burned down in real life, didn't it? Yeah. So hold on, if I go on a vertical stream,
cat might.
I'm going to do some editing in real time here. So
she's an arse, and she's ginger.
There it is. We're going on the big camera. You can see it. Look at the vertical stream.
Ooh.
It's growing rather large.
It is, and I've got nowhere to put it.
We've got nowhere to put it.
So yay! Yeah, no, I was watching the video of. I'm sure everybody's seen it. Where they obviously lock themselves. There's 2 women. They lock themselves out.
Yeah, one goes through the window.
The woman climbs through the window, and as she goes, her top comes down, and all you see is her boobs flapping against the window. And oh my god, I'm in hysterics every time I see it.
It is funny.
And I love how the second woman is just absolutely in hysterics on the floor, not helping her friend, too busy laughing.
I would be too.
Gets me every time. And I do this with my friend. Like, she fell off the chair in the pub one time. And I didn't help her. I was too busy on the floor laughing.
So back when we were younger, back when.
Ow! What's that?
Back before we had children.
That really
hurt. And I used to drink because obviously
what did I do?
I've been sober for what 13, 14 years now, something like that.
All right, Ben. Yeah, keep flexing.
But we would go out sometimes in the week of an evening, and we go places where drinks were cheap.
Oh, it was student night. That's why.
And Chrissy here would get so drunk that she'd generally always end up in an accident of some kind.
That's what you're talking about.
Okay, so
never happened.
I would oftentimes be sitting my crippled ass at the bar, just quietly enjoying my drink. And then I remember this one time we were in an underground bar, literally underground.
Let's not tell this story.
And Chrissy and her friend.
Damn it, we're going to tell the
Chrissy
story.
was being spun around on a chair, weren't you?
Yeah.
Right, she was being spun around, the chair spins.
It was a stool.
Where was the stool placed?
Well, I leant forward on the stool.
Where was the stool placed?
At the top of the dance floor.
At the top of the stairs, don't you mean? You'd place the stool at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
So
that went down onto the dance.
Two drunk women, one massive speed, spinning the other round on a bar stool that had been placed at the top of a set of stairs.
Yeah.
What do we think the outcome of this scenario was?
Well, I'll tell you what happened. I leant forward on this bar stool, like that. And as it went over, I went flying off it.
And tumbling down the stairs.
Landed on the dance floor, smashed my mouth up, smashed my head on the steps, smashed up my legs. I ended up with concussion. And all of my face was bleeding and everything. And I found it hilarious at the time.
So I was sitting at the bar. I was actually talking to the bar woman was an old friend. We'd been to little school together. So we were catching up at the time. I saw this happen out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah.
And I just looked at my friend and I just went, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
That was my response.
Someone should have stopped me to begin with, to be fair.
For fuck's sake.
Like, who in their right mind thought that, just let them carry on? That was dumb. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, look, you've got the roof on.
Oh, no. Well, we've got to try and actually clip it on.
We've got to move this a bit closer to us.
Yeah, hang on a minute, Ben.
Get it on there.
I can't.
Come on, you got this. Get it on there.
Right, that bit's...
Get it on there.
Oh, I heard the click.
I heard the click. The clicky, clacky, clicky, clacky.
I don't get drunk like that anymore, guys. So,
Yeah, it is a fun set. What stage are you starting now?
This is 26.
At 34.
So, yeah, no, I don't get to that anymore, guys. I've learned my lesson.
So
I'm a mum now, okay? I have to be responsible.
I guess if we do another couple stages and we get out of here about 9 o'clock, that works, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is a great set, Coaster Journey.
It's amazing. And watching it rise. And I will say this, we've got 2 more sets in the can right now. I got them for Chrissy for our anniversary. The first one is a dozen Lego roses. Because I'm a sentimental guy. And the second one is, it came out on our anniversary. It's Hey Hey.
Hey Hey!
From Moana. The buildable figure.
I love Hey Hey.
In fact, if I...
Don't do it, man.
Shall I show them?
I wouldn't.
They're right there.
I know where they are. Yeah.
Do you want to grab them at the end of the stream to show them?
Maybe.
Yeah, let's do that. Tiana says, did you have a good wedding anniversary? Your card is going to be about a month late, but still, haha.
Yeah, we had a good... Did I sleep? Pretty sure I did.
Not really.
I think I had a nap.
But we stayed up till 4 a.m. Sunday watching WWE Elimination Chamber.
That's Lisa's fault.
It was Lisa's fault, but it was great.
No,
I had a great time.
It was terrible.
Look.
I don't see how that's
You've got to go into that show knowing it's fake.
No, it's pants, mate.
You've got to go into it.
I want to see real wrestling. I want to see people get beaten up.
Look, but
that was just like... I mean, they were making the noises and they weren't even touching each other.
I'm not going to lie. There were these supposed unsanctioned no-hold-barred match going on where nobody ended up bleeding. And then you come to the end of the show and then the person that ends up fucked up the most was a guy that wasn't even wrestling. And I mean, to be fair,
it was pants.
But when somebody is going to that extreme and putting their body on the line for entertainment, you've got to appreciate it in some respects.
Absolutely.
When he's lying there with his face absolutely covered.
Oh, whatever. He had a tiny little cut on his head. Get over it. It was pants.
But no, John, you're right. Well, I mean, Japanese wrestling is the closest you're going to get. It is the closest you're going to get.
Absolute pants.
Are there any new horrors coming out? Well, I'm sure there are probably a butt ton of new horrors coming out this year, Tiana. Well,
I felt butthurt.
We know that Final Destination...
Megan 2?
The Megan 2's not going to be a horror.
Oh, well, I quite liked Megan.
Not going to be a horror. Megan 1 wasn't a horror.
I felt sorry for that dog. Okay, that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, the monkey is a new one. That's correct. That's just come out, hasn't it? Don't bother with the gorge. It was I've seen a review of the gorge. It looks shit. It does look shit. Tiana says, can't wait for Final Destination. Need to watch it. Have you not seen the trailer for Bloodlines yet? It's out. The trailer's out.
Well, we're going to have to go see Minecraft movie next month. So, yay.
You know what? Actually,
Yay.
that final trailer for the Minecraft movie that they've released.
Yeah, but I bet that's the best part. It's all done.
It makes it at least...
So
it's at least visually appealing. But it looks nice and pretty. Yeah. That's for sure.
Yeah, but it'll just be like...
Oh, it's an absolute shameless cash grab. That's exactly what the Minecraft movie is.
Yeah.
It's a shameless cash grab. Yep, 28 years later is out in a few months. The first film to ever be shot completely on iPhone 15s. 28 years later.
Final Destination, I got bored because they overkilled it once again. Yeah, it's like Saw. They overkilled it.
I think they're changing up the concept for Final Destination Bloodlines. Yes, they are. I like the idea. So the idea behind the new Final Destination film is that some people cheated death many generations ago.
Yeah.
They went on to have a family.
Yeah.
Then they had families. Then they had families, obviously. And none of these people should exist because the original person should have died.
Has come to claim.
To claim them all.
Oh. Even Granny.
Yes, because they shouldn't exist.
Poor Granny. What did Granny ever do?
So I like the change up of the concept. I do.
Still the same stuff, though.
Of course it's the same stuff. It's going to be...
Why? What was Death doing? Having a picnic whilst they were being born?
Well, they just cheated.
So he just left all these generations and then was like, oh, you know what? I forgot about them. I've got to go back.
Well, no, they haven't made a Final Destination movie for about 10, 15 years, Beats. And so they decided to come back to the franchise now because they're doing a legacy sequel. Yeah, everything's getting a legacy sequel now, isn't it?
You mean because they wanted money?
Of course!
It's like the Saw movies, right? I got so bored with them.
I really enjoyed Saw X.
You would.
I really enjoyed Saw X. A lot of them, I mean, they tried with Spiral with Chris Rock. You know, they tried reinvigorating the franchise with that, and it was a miss. It was unfortunate because Chris Rock's a great actor, and he was invested in it, and Saw X was very good. It was really a return to form for the franchise, and setting it between Saw 1 and 2 was a masterstroke. Doing it like that, because then you bring back Tobin Bell in a meaningful role as Jigsaw.
It's like that show that we used to watch. What was it? Walking Dead.
Oh my God.
I used to absolutely love that, and then it just kept going.
We got to season 6 and we were like, that's it, we're out.
I was just like, oh
enough.
My gosh, you know, like there has to be an end point.
But there has to be an end to it, but how many times can you really do the same thing? And that's what they were doing with The Walking Dead. They were just doing the same thing over and over again, just changing the faces of the bad guys.
That's what they all do. That's what I'm saying. Final Destination, Saw, they all do it. It's all based on the same thing.
Yeah, but at least they're not just changing the faces of the bad guys. Like, John says it was like the snow boobs. Well, at least he's acknowledging that he overdid the snow boobs. That's what he's doing in that statement.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
Just proving me right. Because of course I'm always right.
Like, you know, it is just overkill. I think they don't come up with new ideas. So instead they're like, you know what? Let's just redo that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. I believe there's an I Know What You Did Last Summer legacy sequel coming out as well. And Sarah Michelle Gellar's back.
I can't even remember the last Final Destination I watched. I know I didn't watch the roller coaster one.
I think that was number 3.
Yeah.
I
know I watched the first 2.
John says he deliberately overdid it for comedic effect and because it annoyed me. Well, trust me, it got to the point where it annoyed everyone. It wasn't just me.
Always annoys me.
Sounds to me like the only person that wasn't annoyed by the constant use of it was Beats and Tapes. Tiana says she watched Final Destination 3 on Saturday.
Oh, it's just Tommy to do 2 of these.
I never saw the first series. You got to do 2 of them, have you? There's something else maybe you meant to put one of these in?
Oh, no, it's got to go that way round.
Are these the towers?
I don't know.
I think so.
I've got to make another one now. God damn it.
Roller Coaster of Love, say what? Roller Coaster. The song while the first ever's going.
Do you know
Roller Coaster.
Do you know why I never wanted to watch that one, though?
Why?
Because you wouldn't get me on a roller coaster.
Your love is like A roller coaster, baby, baby.
I remember there was one time we were going to Fort Park and Ben was like, oh, let's watch Final Destination, the one with the roller coaster. And I was like, nope.
Let's do that.
I was like, we're going to Fort Park tomorrow,
Let's
mate.
do that.
You put that on, I am not going on anything.
But I'm just a wind-up merchant. I'm a natural-born wind-up merchant. And it's up to people whether they are upset by that. But it's true. I am. Tiana says, we need to do that, Ben. What, before... So when we have a meet-up at a theme park, I'll mandate that everybody watch that movie the night before.
I ain't doing it.
Just say, we're having a meet-up at a theme park, guys. But before we do, just watch Final Destination.
I won't even watch it now.
Number 3.
Because I don't want it to ruin it for me.
Hold on a sec. I'm just going to mute the mic, guys. The child is requesting something.
My corner piece. That's not a corner piece.
You... Is it that? No. You might want to check the bag. You may want to check the bag. Oh, there it is, yeah.
Sneaky.
Coaster Journey says, I don't do horror. Then John says, well, why are you watching this then, Coaster Journey? So are you, John.
An arse.
I know. But, you know, at the end of the day,
yeah.
there's not much left to do in the retirement home other than moan.
That's true.
That is true. Yeah. He says he's watching it because he does horror. Tiana says, none of the movies scare me and it annoys me. I don't get scared by anything. So Coaster Journey will tell you. We went to Tully Shocktoberfest in October. There's a vlog of it on the channel, which is a horror park. It's a screen park. And even he was jumping out of his skin at points, Mr. Journey was.
Yeah, see, I won't go to things like that.
Right? So we're going through, and I'm just laughing my arse off the whole way through. And people are like, how can you not be scared by this? Because I'm like, because I find your reactions extremely entertaining. That's why. It's great. Great fun. We'll get you to go to a screen park at some point this year. As you were talking about.
Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
Jesse says, them twins are weird, though. I don't like twins, so videos of them was horrifying. Yeah, the Tullys. Yeah. The thing is, they weren't actually twins.
I had...
They were just two girls dressed up.
I was going to say, I had friends that were twins. Well, are twins. They still are twins, obviously.
What do you mean it still stands up? It still stands up to the fucking trash compactor, John, because it's dreadful. It's a dreadful film, and the second one's even worse. Alien versus Predator. Jesus Christ, it's terrible.
I even find the aliens terrible.
Terrible film.
Although, we did watch, what was it? That Winnie the Pooh one.
Blood and Honey 2 we watched.
Yeah.
Good night, Emma. Well, I will tell you, Blood and Honey 2 is a lot better than the first one.
It is a lot better than the first one, but it's still...
Remember speaking to your mic.
It's a lot better than the first one, but it's still terrible.
Yeah, but it is far, far better.
Yeah, I like stuff like, you know, like we watched Goosebumps, didn't we, with Deck?
Yeah, so the new
stuff.
Disney Plus Goosebumps shows, the 2 seasons are actually quite solid.
Mm.
The mysteries are not obviously all that hard to work out, but
no, you know what they are. But I think it's I think they're really good.
Do you know what beats? The answer is no, but I would really love to have Shudder because they've got some Shudder exclusive movies that they make as well. So they make exclusive horror movies for Shudder. Shudder is an exclusively horror streaming service.
I gathered, but no.
And there's one that I want to see.
I don't do horror.
What's it called? So it's basically set in a public toilet. The whole film is. And J.K. Simmons plays a Cthulhu-type god, which is trapped in a bathroom stall and needs a sacrifice from a man that he's got trapped in there with him, and it just looks really good. It looks fucked up. It really does. Oh yeah, Jess, is Mr. Jamie home? If so, drop me a message after the show. And we will...
I do watch horrors.
You watch horrors when I'm watching horrors. You don't actively seek them out.
Something's gone wrong here.
What have you done?
I don't know. It's just... Oh, wait. No.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. No.
I know.
Yeah, crap. Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You've made a massive error here.
It's not a massive error. We just have to take these off. Like this.
Yeah. And then you need to add a whole bunch of studs.
And then we have to add these. See, it's fine, guys. It's fine.
I mean, she's got a massive stud right here.
I mean, the next ones want me to do 2 stages together. We just ignore Ben.
Well, if you do those 2 stages together, then we'll call it quits at the end of that. So we could do a final stream on it tomorrow.
I'm baking in here, so just letting you all know.
Well, I'm sending my love your guy's way, and more than likely when he gets home, I'll still be awake. So if he wants to jump on and have a chat with me, I'll be quite happy to do that.
Oh, Jesse, I hope you're all right.
I know what's happened. I won't say it on stream. I'll tell Chrissy after. But I know what's happened, so... You know I'm sending my love over your way, especially in that scenario, because it's, you know, it sucks. It does suck. But tell him to jump on, and I'll send some verbal sympathy down the line a bit later as well. You've done it. Now you're placing them into the tower. Gianna says, I hope you're okay. I'll send...
No, it doesn't want me to place them anywhere yet.
Please don't send Dobby anyone's way.
Yeah, no, Dobby scares me.
Do you like the old Italian horrors, Ben? I could certainly like Nosferatu, for example. The original Nosferatu's an old Italian horror. Yes. Like Tiana, though, I like films that are gonna scare me. And so far, I've not actually found one. I found films that creep me out. They gotta involve spiders.
Oh.
There was 2 new spider horror movies that came out last year at the same time. I forget what they're called. One's about a girl that keeps one as a pet and then it grows massively big. And
do you want a pet tarantula?
Well, it's not even a tarantula.
Do you want one though?
No.
Oh, okay.
Tiana says same boat. Although the Koreans get close to scaring me, they're good at horrors. The Koreans are surprisingly good at horror movies. To be fair, Koreans are surprisingly good at making compelling media to sort of consume.
Godzilla, wasn't it, that they did?
That wasn't Korea. That was Japan. But Godzilla -1 was absolutely stunning.
Good, yeah.
Nuda Persitana. Yes, I will see. But Koreans made like Alice in Borderland on Netflix, which is very compelling. They made Squid Game. They made things like Train to Busan.
I can't believe we watched Squid Game.
But they make really good stuff.
It was actually really good. We couldn't stop watching it.
I mean, K-pop is shit, which really does gets me. I don't get it. They can make such good and compelling dramas and horrors and things like that, and then they come out with K-pop. I mean, and the thing is, so many people are fans of it. Tiana says, never watched any Korean horror movie. Well, if you've got Netflix, start, I guess, ease yourself into it with something like Squid Game, because it's not a horror movie, but it is, a compelling TV show with elements of horror. Beat says, I love Italian horror soundtracks, so I always find mad Italian horrors. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. And if you also like Italian horror soundtracks, click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and come say hi. Don't be...
Shut up.
Shy. Telling me to shut up. Current live subscriber count 2025. So thank you very much if you have subscribed this evening. I was going to say...
this is just dumb.
You got to make 4 or something. You know what? I was so close to buying myself that Grogu set, the new Grogu set the other day. Yesterday even. I was staring at it. I was thinking, do I buy this? Should I buy this? I just can't justify £90 for it. Tiana says, if I'm allowed, can I please go to a Scarefest this October? I would be 18. Well, we'd be happy to do a meetup at something like Fort Park Fright Nights, for example. We'd be very happy. And everyone's invited. We'd be happy.
I don't do scare nights.
We'd be happy to do something like that because that's always good. Do I like horror rap music, Ben? Well, it depends what you mean by horror rap music. To be honest, I'm kind of not understanding the concept there. Well, I mean, what is horror rap music?
I don't know. We do like going to Portland's Park's really good at Halloween season.
Yeah, but it's not scary.
No, well, that's good for me.
Yeah.
And the children.
Yeah, but what Tiana is asking here is, can we do...
No, I know. You guys can do that.
A meet up.
I'm just talking about, like, us taking the kids to the other one. It's not scary.
John just says rap music is horrific in itself.
I concur.
Well, it depends, really.
No, there's... No.
No, because it does.
No,
because
it doesn't.
I would say that metal rap with metal music is very good.
Don't lie, Ben. Just don't lie.
Faith No More.
You're lying.
Hollywood Undead.
What does that mean times 4? I know it's...
Horrorcore or whatever they call it. I don't think I've heard any beats.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna
and
lie.
then times 2 on that. You guys are anchors.
Well, the thing is, you're building Notre Dame de Paris. You're not...
No, don't. Now you're just trying to, stick up for them.
You're not building Notre Dame. You're building Notre Dame.
This is so... It's just like, you get right to the end and then it's like, oh, yeah, by the way, you've got to build that like 8 times. And you're
Yes.
Like,
But you do. You've got to do that. That's...
I hate repetitiveness.
I was going to say I'm sorry, but I'm not. Because you really wanted this.
The only thing I hate is repetitive.
But you're literally building an actual building. Of course there's going to be repetition in it because it's symmetrical.
Shush, Benjamin.
That's not my name. It never has been and it never will be. She calls me that when she's annoyed. It's despite the fact the heating's on, it's actually not as bad as it usually is.
It is friggin' baking.
I'm quite comfortable.
I'm melting here.
You have to roll the R, not.
I mean,
I can't roll my R's.
We went for a drive over to Bexhill, and I literally had to take off my coat while I was stuck at traffic lights because I was like, I'm baking here.
Yeah, I cannot roll my R's, and it's something I really want to learn to do, especially for when I'm singing German music.
Oh, Jesus.
I can't roll my R's.
Oh, no.
The Germans roll their R's on absolutely everything.
You're not German.
Yeah, but if you're singing something in German, you want to be able to do it properly.
Not really.
Alle warten auf das Licht. Fürchtet euch nicht. Die Wonne scheint mir aus den Augen. German. Ah, dear. You're not that cultured, are you, dear?
I don't want to be cultured.
You don't want to learn other languages?
Absolutely not.
I mean, I'm learning. I know enough German to get by.
Why would I want to learn other languages?
I've been learning French for 297 days straight now.
Okay.
Once I've mastered French, which will probably take another year.
Yeah, but at the moment, all you do is just...
I just speak. I do speaking exercises at the moment, which is actually a lot better for me because it's actually...
No, it's not.
It really is.
No,
anyway.
I don't want to learn a language.
I would like to learn another language beyond that, probably Japanese. I think I want to learn Japanese.
Why?
Because I want to go to Japan and I'd like to be able to get by a little bit in their language. You don't have to learn another language to go to the United States. I mean, Haven't they just signed a declaration saying that English is the official language of the country?
I thought that was the case anyway, but
sure. You know what Donald's like.
We must put it in writing.
Yeah, that is what Donald's like. No, I'm not dropping going to Japan, Jesse.
No.
It's happening. We're going to Japan. When it's happening, I don't know, but it's happening. I
can't be bothered with English, let alone learning a different language.
Tiana says, I see you guys in the Easter holiday. When I see you guys in the Easter holidays, if we end up going on rides, I'm going to watch Final Destination 3. Well, like I said to you, we can arrange a meet-up where everyone is invited, be it here where we are, or we could go to Brighton and go on the pier and go on some rides. What?
Nothing.
What would you rather do?
Well, I mean, it's Brighton.
What? Yeah, but it's the closest place to us where there are rides.
Can we really call them rides?
Well, we don't have any rides here. No, we don't.
Unless the fun fair comes down.
You'd have to time it very well.
You would,
yeah. So are we all watching Final Destination 3, asks Jess.
No.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
Not me.
We could be.
I'm not.
Japanese won't like you, Ben. They will think you are a criminal. Oh, because I've got tattoos. I don't really think that they actually think that about their tourists anymore. People turn up in Japan with tattoos all of the time. Beats is going, I'm not so about you. I'm not. What if I just put it on? You're not going to go downstairs. So what if I just put...
No, I don't want to watch it.
If you would like us to watch Final Destination 3, click the like button.
Don't click that like button.
And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
I'm not watching it.
Why?
Because then I won't go on a roller coaster ever again.
What, because
Is that what you want?
Some poorly made CGI roller coaster broke. That's why.
Yeah.
But it's CGI. It's not real.
I don't care.
It's not
I
real.
still walk around looking up in the sky in case glass falls out of the sky. You know?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You never know.
Jesus
Watch out for those cranes, guys. Or barbed wire in a field.
Give me strength.
I ain't crazy.
Give me strength.
No.
If you are real up there, the strength to carry on. Please.
God ain't listening.
Well, does she know about Smiler? Yeah, she does know about Smiler. We were there the first week it opened, John.
Yeah, I was like, I've been on the Smiler.
And
and I would go back on the Smiler.
Even though it de-legged a few people.
Yeah. Well, that's because it wasn't actually the ride's fault.
No, it was a human error. It was all human error.
And the ride did as it was supposed to. And some people did lose their legs, but, you know, that's a shame. But they didn't die.
You got no. It's great that you brought it up. It's been extremely entertaining, actually, and that proves it by the fact that marshmallow did in fact go up your nose when you laughed so hard. You know, I'm just saying. I might build hey, you know.
You are not doing hey.
Excuse me?
No.
No?
No.
They really can't hear you very well. You need to pull this mic to hear.
I said no. You're not building hey.
I'm going to have to get myself something then.
Okay.
You know, my Dexter wants me... So he's purchased. He went and bought himself. I say he bought himself. He gave me his card so that he could buy it because he's not 16. Poppy Playtime 1 to 3 on PlayStation 5. And these games are mascot horror games, okay? And I didn't realise why he had bought them until last night. Because he's not playing them. But he watches other people play them all the time. But the sneaky little bugger has purchased them. So that at least with Chapter 1, I can stream playing it and he can watch. Which is pretty nice. I mean, he wants to watch us play it, or me play it, and you know, instead of some random person.
Yeah, I'm like, don't involve me, mate.
I mean, it's pretty nice. But I thought he'd bought it just because he wanted to play it. No, apparently not. So after we've done the Lego streams that are on the dock, I will stream chapter 1 for him so that he can watch it. And you guys can come and join me as well because it is supposed to be quite scary. So we can do that. Gianna says, I'll join. I'm sure people will watch because hopefully it'll make me jump because apparently it's full of jump scares and stuff. But we'll see.
I doubt it.
We'll see. Well, maybe not.
No, like I've seen quite a lot of it because Dexter likes to watch it around me. So I know quite a lot about it, and they call them jump scares.
John says even Zelensky can't inhale like that. Marshmallow up the nose. He's certainly got plenty up that nose, I will say that. Maybe not marshmallow, but something a bit more powdery, perhaps.
I saw today where he's like, I will not apologise.
No, he's not going to apologise. And, you know, I really don't want to get into this, but our Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, is going to start World War III. If he keeps going down the line that he's going down, he's going to start World War III. And we should be scared of him. You know, you want something to be scared of? That useless bastard. That's what you should be scared of. Because he's threatening to put boots on the ground in a country that's at war with Russia. I mean, that's provocation. Even if you don't like Russia, and I don't like Russia, that is a really bad idea.
I like Russia.
Really, really bad idea, because that's provoking war with Russia. It's a really bad idea. And he's going to. It's not just Keir Starmer, is it? It's Keir Starmer and Emmanuel Macron. They're going to start World War III. He did qualify it today. He said only if he had the backing of the US. Well, he's not going to get that. So I believe they're actually convening an emergency meeting right now as they speak in the United States. It may already be finished. But I believe there is an emergency meeting going on today about pulling all aid funding from Ukraine. So, I mean, that situation is messy. I'm no geopolitical expert, but I do know that putting boots on the ground in a country that's not a NATO member at war with Russia is an extremely stupid idea. Tiana says, my catering teacher had talked to us about it as she was from the USA. I'm just, you know, I'm perplexed. I'm absolutely perplexed at what's going on. John says they need to do it, pull the funding, that is. Probably right. I mean, at the end of the day, there can be no peace in any conflict without negotiation, without concessions from both sides, without acknowledging the problems that each person has with one another. And if you won't do that, and you won't even entertain the idea of peace.
No, he's just like, I'm right. That's kind of like what he was like. He's just like, I'm right.
Look, guys, it's really not something I want to get into.
All right, you fucking did it.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, this isn't the best place to talk about geopolitical.
Why? Everyone has their own opinions.
Yeah, I get that.
Opinions are welcome.
I do get that.
I don't care what anyone says. I like Russia.
Oh, you really shouldn't say that. That can get the channel banned. You know that, right?
No, it won't.
Yes, it can.
What, because I like Russia as itself?
Yes.
Give over.
Seriously?
No.
Yes. You can't show support for Russia on this platform.
Well, that is just stupid, then, isn't it?
I mean, I don't like Russia.
Oh.
I don't like Russia at all. I don't like Russians so much.
What? You are being mean.
But I also don't like...
You're like stereotyping.
No, because I also don't like Ukraine and I don't like Ukrainians.
Oh, all right. We're just going for the whole I don't like anyone, huh?
No, but what I am going for is that this is not a conflict in which we should be involved. We should never have been involved in it. and we are sticking our oar in where it's definitely not wanted or needed, and it's going to backfire on all of us because Russia is a country with thousands of nuclear weapons. We need to stop getting involved.
I'm all for I just hate the fact of any countries going to war.
Dreadeye, I like you.
You know, and there's always innocent people that get caught up in the middle that have nothing to do with any of it. That's what I hate.
Well, this is the thing. It's not our fight. It's not our fight.
It never is our fight, though. This is the problem. But sometimes we do have to intervene. America have to intervene because it's the only way you're going to stop a war.
Yeah, but
that's the problem. We can say all we like. Oh, it's not our fight. It's not our fight.
No.
But then, who's going to stop it?
Oh, you're half risky. Well, okay. Maybe I said that, Russian. Maybe I said that.
Hey.
Maybe I said that wrong. Right?
See, Dreadeye, I like you then.
I don't like the Russian state.
You can't change it now.
So
this is what you get for going in all gun ho. See?
Yes. So
saying you don't like people.
Once again, you've got to add some nuance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like the Russian state. I do not like the Russian state at all.
Okay. See,
I don't like the way the Russian state is run, and I don't like the people that support the way the Russian state is run.
That's a better way of going. But then I don't like the way our country.
I know he's winding me up, but still,
I don't like the way.
I've heard him speak.
Ben, I don't like the way our country's run. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that people go, "Oh, I hate the British." Why is that? Well, because I don't like their government.
People say that all the time.
That makes no sense.
People say that all the time.
But it makes no sense.
But
people are people, and
but in the same breath, I know that a state of war or martial law has been declared in Ukraine, but Zelensky is now a year past his time as president, and there he still sits.
Oh yes, but that's
as
because
president,
they say
because of martial law.
Yeah, they say it's not fair.
Right, but
it's not fair to do an election at the moment. That's what they say.
What I don't like is the fact that leaders of the opposition parties have been jailed. Parties have been banned. Media outlets that show any kind of nuance have been banned.
I don't actually know what's going on at all, right? And I don't keep in tune with any of it. But I'm just saying that I like everyone.
Gonzalo Lira, an American, independent journalist. People can call him whatever they like. They can say he wasn't a journalist, but what he did was, in fact, journalism, by the very definition. Was
Ben's going on
murdered by Ukraine. Murdered.
Bad Ukraine. Is that where we're going?
They took him on the Hungarian border, put him in prison and murdered him because he spoke.
Yeah, we're all saying
against Ukraine.
There's bad on both sides here.
Gianna says, I've got to go now. Have to take my medication. Probably message you after the live. Night. Good night.
I mean, I watched... I say this to everyone, okay? I watched with Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
An interview he did with Putin. And, I just think that everybody needs to know all facts when they go off on a tangent.
Yeah, but people will say, and do say, that interview is not real. Like, it was fake propaganda by Putin and he was lying. And that might be true.
That might be true, yeah.
That might be true.
You don't know, though, do you? That's the problem here.
This is the thing, you don't know.
Everyone's just like, oh, we take sides. Well, don't take sides. It's just sort of...
But the only time that we should take a side is if we are directly involved in that conflict. And it is a conflict between us. And I know it kind of sounds harsh saying that, but...
I don't know, even then I don't take sides.
At the end of the day, as human beings, as people, the only people that I am fully, solely responsible for are me, my wife, and my children. That's it. They're who I care about. They're who I'm responsible for. As horrible and as selfish as it sounds, it's nothing to do with me. And I get told, but I get told every day via the media, via, a newspaper front page, down my neck on the computer on social media that I need to care about this.
Yes, but the people that all of this is happening to, it's nothing to do with them either. They're just dragged into it.
Yes.
Because of their government.
Yes, they are, but they're the people that need to take a side and need to take a stand, not us. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I sound horrible saying that. But at the end of the day, what can I do that affects the outcome of a war between Russia and Ukraine? Nothing.
I don't think anyone cares about you taking a back step and being like, you know what, it's nothing to do with us. But I don't think that you should go around saying that you don't like the people.
Well, I don't know.
Because they are just people.
Yeah, and to be fair, I've always said that the only people I actually care for, and that's why I should have been a bit more nuanced, because I've always said the only people that I actually care for in these types of circumstances are the innocent civilians just wanting to do a 9 to 5, get by, care about their family. They get caught up in the bloody middle of it. I think the way to solve these conflicts is to lock two leaders, presidents, whatever, in a cage.
Yeah, this is what I said.
And let them fight it out.
Yeah, stop bringing your innocence into it. You sort it out.
Let them fight it out. Put them in a cage. Let them fight it out. You know, one walks out, one doesn't, or whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it is these two leaders of these two nations that have the gripe with one another. So maybe they should be the ones to solve it.
That's my argument. I'm always like, it's got nothing to do with all the civilians that are killed in the middle of this.
I mean, you don't see Volodymyr Zelensky or Vladimir Putin out on the front lines, do you? You don't see them holding the weapons.
No.
And standing the ground. You know, Zelensky's on a propaganda tour of the US and Europe right now. And Putin's just hiding in the Kremlin. You won't see them out doing it. It's like the system of a down song, BYOB, bring your own bombs. You know, the line is, why don't presidents fight the war? Why do they always send the poor? It's a good question. It's a very good question.
Well, this was what Trump was saying to whatever his face is. And he was saying, like, you know, they're sending all of their people to this war. All of these people being killed. You know, you've got to put a stop to it. And he was just like, not bothered. Just like, no, you give us money.
Look,
you give us weapons.
I'm a massive proponent of peace. I am, you know, because, as I say, what I care about and who I care about is sitting right next to me and is in those other rooms. And
it's the dog.
At the end of the day, if war comes to our shores, then I have to get involved because it's them that are worried, that I'm worried about, and it's them that could be affected. But until such a time...
I mean, it just really upsets me. Like, you saw the whole Gaza thingy, right? And that family, you know, a mum and two children taken hostage and killed. And
yeah.
It just...
You know, some people in this world are just plain evil.
But you just sort of go, they didn't have that fight.
No.
Yeah, that wasn't their fight.
No, it wasn't. But like I said, some people in this world are just plain evil. And it's... it's so bad. Right. I really don't want to end this stream talking about war.
Okay.
And geopolitics, because I've had about enough of it. This is why my mental health went down. Doing the other show.
Let's talk about fairies.
Well, Lisa says Churchy McChurch. Well, it's rising.
It is rising.
We're gonna have to go to big camera to show you it because it's
from the
not
ashes.
gonna. No, Lisa, do not need a Lisa intervention. It is not required. Don't you worry about that.
So we're gonna have 4 McDonald's within 10 minutes from us.
Be here.
I know, Ben, but my arms are getting sore.
Yes, we are going to have 4 McDonald's within 10 minutes of us, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to it?
No.
I mean, I don't like McDonald's, so I don't give 2 shiny shites.
I don't eat it anymore, so...
No. But it does add choice of McDonald's. Although, speaking of McDonald's, on the 12th of March, here's something. They're releasing something here in the UK that has never been released here before. There's something they release regularly in the United States. It's called the Shamrock Shake.
Why do the States get everything?
Well, because they've got much lower food standards than us. So they can create all this crazy crap. But yes, Shamrock Shake is a mint milkshake. And it is being released on the 12th of March for 13 days. Beat says, do a video, Ben, which is the best McDonald's there. So what do you want me to do? Just go and stare at them? Because I don't eat that shit. Just, this is the best McDonald's here. It looks nice.
No, just give Lila a chicken nugget from each one.
Yeah.
How's that taste, Lila?
Like a McNugget.
Like a nugget. Which one's better? Nugget.
Mint milkshake sounds nice, but not the milk part, says Lisa. I'll tell you what, I will try the Shamrock Shake. I'll do a short for the channel, trying the Shamrock Shake. Got to try it, haven't we? On release day.
Just sit in there. What is your problem? Oh, it doesn't.
Have you done it right? Is there something wrong here?
No.
Excuse me, here. This doesn't... It looks like there's something wrong. Because that does not want to go in there. Would you like me
There you go.
Oh, you've done it?
Yeah.
So this is the final pieces we are putting on tonight, and then we'll go to big camera, because that's the only way you're going to see this now. We have officially exhausted the above camera for showing this off. Yes, we are inching close to everybody pretending they're Irish for a day. You're exactly right, Lisa. Right, let's go to big camera. We're going to have to lift it up, because this thing is...
Okay. You ready?
Yep, go for it. We're not finished, so we'll have one more stream to finish it off. But yes, Lisa, you're right. It is beautiful, and it's heavy.
It is very heavy.
It's very heavy. I know that you
around.
need, so you better put it down before you drop it, please.
I mean, look at the front.
It's very cool. It's not done yet, like we say. There's still a massive spire to put on it, and at the tops of the towers and stuff like that. But it's nearly there.
Yeah, and here, I imagine.
Yeah. It is nearly there. With a
Wait, I'm going to turn this sideways because of the cat.
Yes, the little figures need to go on all around it as well. Like, all around it. There's going to be a ton of them. Micro figures. Nah, because you just have to place them on. It won't be too bad at all. So, this is what we've got. We are nearly there. Not far off. One more stream. Do you want to grab the other set so we can show them off on big camera? Did it come with a Quasimodo's?
No, we need to get us one of them.
We do. Have we got a Quasimodo minifig?
No.
Did they not make them with the Disney minifigs at all?
No.
Don't forget to put the pickpockets out front, says Lisa.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Then with their art easels as well that try and draw you every time you walk past them.
Caricature? Would you like caricature?
Yeah, you want caricature? That costs you tender, and they already start like...
€10, €10 caricature.
Get down.
€1, mini flashy Eiffel Tower. Yeah, that's not the best way to go.
Yeah, but I can't really get out.
Is that because of the dog?
No.
Because of the little table? €1. Exactly, Lisa. The €1, guys. And I will give Disney credit. They are getting rid of them. Okay, so here are the two next sets on the docket for when we are finished with Notre Dame de Paris. Because you've only got, what, 4 more? Or 5 more? 6 more stages? 5 more? So, what should we go with?
Hey.
Hey from Disney's Moana.
Hey.
And then a bouquet of roses. Ooh. Bouquet of roses. 822 pieces for those 12 roses. Which is not bad. Considering the price, I picked up for £37 in Asda. This was 35. This was 35. Which actually, for a 500 plus piece set with Disney licensing, 35 quid is reasonable.
He looks cute.
Price to part ratio is pretty good there. the price apart.
And he's cute.
I would say the Hey Hey's good value as well, because usually a licensed piece, so with a Disney license on it, is usually roughly 10 to 11 pence a piece. So,
and it has a printed piece.
This is sugar-free Pepsi Max Cherry, and I'm still losing roughly £1 a day. So, Amy's caught us right at the end of the stream.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy. Right at the end of the stream. The dog is getting very, very annoyed. And I think it's time to say thank you for joining us this evening. We really, really, really appreciate it. And don't call yourself a dog, Ben. There, she's there. Look, there's the dog. And we will, of course, speak to you tomorrow around 7 p.m. as we finish Notre Dame de Paris right here on the channel. So if you haven't clicked the like button, you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do, so you can join us tomorrow as we finish this fantastic set, continue to talk about life, the universe, and everything, and more. So I'm going to mute my mics, play you the intro for the outro, and say good night, everybody.
Night.
Bye.